Hello viewers, welcome to Express Politics on TVRC. I am Oyedo Kumadidoyin Samuel, and with me in the studio today is Mr. Akintunde Sami Vincent. He's an author, an educationist, and a philosopher. You're welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you very much.
And the topic before us today is the menace of vote buying in Nigeria election. And Mr. Akintunde, please, what's your take on the recent election in Nigeria political space?
Well, my take on the recent election, meanwhile, it's a side time I say hi to the viewers at home, and it's so nice to be in the studio with you this morning. The recent election in Nigeria geopolitical space could be traced to the time immemorial in retrospect. It's not just today, even before independence and after independence, and now post-independence. Recently, we heard about how, we saw what happened during the Ekiti election.
Yes.
When we saw vote bazaars.
Vote buying and the rest.
Yeah. And, some political parties were able to pay the sum of 10,000 naira. Some paid the sum of 5,000, some paid the sum of 3,000 naira. So it's not the issue of today. It has been it's a kind of it's a menace that has been happening time immemorial. And again during the APC primary, presidential primary,
yes,
we saw how people were stepping down for interests. And again during the PDP presidential primaries, we saw how some presidential candidates were buying the hearts of the delegates with the sum of 10,000 US dollars, some with the sum of 5,000 US dollars, some with the sum of 3,000 US dollars. It's always the issue of the highest bidder. If you have those with the highest amount, they are able to galvanize, they are able to win the heart of the people. So this has been a trajectory, time in retrospect.
Okay, thank you very much. With the above views of your example, of your cited example, are they the prototype to 2003 gubernatorial election?
Sorry?
Are they a prototype to 2023 election?
Okay, of course. Like the popular Yoruba saying that those who are going to cry must have been, must have been taking their sounds from inside. Like those ones to bring out tears in their, in their eyes.
Must have been taken.
The feeling must have been coming from within.
Yes. Okay.
So if we could see this happening, of course, what do you expect that will happen in 2023? So this, for me, is a prototype of what may happen in the year 2023. If vote buying could be rampant and it could be so much seen at the level of states, then what do you expect that will happen at the level of the federal when every security operatives will be at the nooks and cranny, where we have a kind of a scanty police manning every areas. Do you know how many police that were deployed to Ekiti? Despite that, you could see the vote bazaars. Massive vote buying. That you will see them buying votes on the field in the presence of security operatives, and nothing happened. Only a kind of mini drama that happened recently, where we saw some security operatives raiding the homes of some people. Why are you showing us just the kind of Ekiti has so many local governments. Yes. Why are you showing just a one scenario? If hadn't been we able to say okay that they were able to they raided houses in different local governments, they raided maybe in Ado Ekiti, in Ikere, they were able to raid everywhere. Okay, we'll say they are serious about it. But you only show us one. We only saw one video.
But some people were arrested. Are you aware of that?
Now that we are still saying the same thing.
But
we only heard of arrest in a particular area. Okay. Just imagine the vote. Just imagine the numerous areas where this vote buying happened, and we only saw one area, just to serve as a deterrent. That is not, for my opinion, that is not enough. I didn't think we saw raiding of homes, like they burgled like 4 or 5 houses in Ado Ekiti. They burgled like 5 or 6 houses in the Kerekiti. They burgled like 5 or 6 houses in another local government, and they burgled like that, and they raided them, and they were able to catch those culprits. So they are ready. We are serious for the election.
Okay, let's go to the third question. Is vote buying in the interest of the public or for their own affair? Why the vote buying?
Well, in my opinion, this could be seen from 2 dimensions. Those who are buying the votes and those that are selling the votes. Now, I would like to pick it from those that are selling the votes. Number one of the major reasons why this is actually happening is because of poverty.
Okay.
A poverty-strickenly, person will want to do anything to fill his tummy, to fill his stomachs. Don't forget that an hungry man is an hungry man.
An hungry man.
So you would sometimes, if people could be selling their home babies to make money in this country, I think vote buying is the least of them all. So poverty is one of the major reasons why they engage in this act. And again, another reason why they engage in this act is ignorance. Because don't forget that what you don't know, you cannot give. What you don't know may eventually be a kind of may not really set you on the pedestal where you should make right decisions. Good number of Nigerians still don't believe that vote will count. So they are still ignorant of that fact that they can they can vote and stand by their votes. It's an ignorance, and the ignorance of this is what makes them wanting to sell their votes. I'm sorry. Let me quickly add this. Another one is what I called a very terrible institution. We have weak institutions. Hadn't been our institutions have been able to they are strong. They've been able, for example, we have the National Election Agency. Hadn't been they are very strong. They are able to sensitize the general populace. They would have tried to let them know why they should shun vote buying. But because the institution itself is very terrible, they have a kind of a laissez-faire attitude. That's why we see this issue of vote buying being prevalent in our society.
Okay, Mr. Akinde, thank you very much. But I want us to take a look at it from this aspect. Don't you think that this vote buying of a thing will still continue in Nigeria due to the amount that people are buying these primary the tickets for governorship election, for presidential election? Don't you think that this vote buying will still continue? Buying a ticket for 100 million naira, and at the end of the day, you want to lose up. Don't you think these are one of the routes that we should tackle?
That's what I'm saying. We are still saying the same thing. If a politician could, secure loans to get forms, what do you expect? If a politician could secure 100 million naira to get a vote, do you think he won't secure like 20 million to buy the heart of the people?
Yeah, that is.
So the point is, this is part of what we are still saying. Our political structure, the disorderliness in our political system. And not until we are able to put this straight, we still continue to see the incessant vote bazaars.
Okay, because of our time. So what do you think is the way forward?
The way forward is, I think the government should come up with a policy, a very strong policy. And the government should wake up. It is not just enough to have operatives like the EFCC and the ICPC. They must be strengthened, and there must be a kind of a political will for anybody who is in the hands of who is leading to say, okay, let this high time we strengthen our democracy. Enough of this political vote buying. Enough of this, because sometimes if the leaders are the ones creating the rooms. They are the one creating the avenue for all this kind of vote buying. But if we have serious people in this country, we can stop this vote buying, we can strengthen our democracy, and we can put our name in gold among the Committee of Nations.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Akintunde, once again. And viewers at home, yes, we've had it all from Mr. Akintunde, and here is where we draw the curtain for today. Do join us next time, same session on Express Politics. Bye.